Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Preston Kessinger. I'm here today at Hidden Falls Adventure Park near Marble Falls, Texas. Hidden Falls is an off-road adventure park located about an hour away from both Austin and San Antonio. It's a place with off-roading trails for all different types of vehicles, ATVs, full size. But I'm out here today in my 2022 Ram Power Wagon to kind of further test it out on the trails. And despite it being mainly for just like overlanding and just a comfortable road trip hauler, I like to get this thing out in the dirt. I like to use its off-roading hardware. And in this part of Texas, the only place to really do this is an off-road park, and mainly Hidden Falls. Now there are a couple other off-roading parks in Texas, but they are much further away from where I'm located in San Antonio, so this is the ideal choice for me to do any sort of wheeling in my Ram Power Wagon. So here we are. I'm heading up to the North Peak Trail. Pretty chilly morning in the 40s. We had a cold front recently move through. Also some rain, and that's kind of kept the dust down today, which is kind of nice. Here I am starting on the North Peak Trail, which takes you to North Pole. This is a really good section here because it's really rutted out. And perfect articulation open differential test. Into low here. You can use the locking differentials. Try the rear. Okay. Immediately moves forward. Little 18-degree off camber. This trail is excellent for testing out your articulation. I should mention the only other thing I've done to this, I've added the Ram rock rails, Mopar rock rails. I gotta get moving here. I got a group behind me. Yeah, I went ahead and let Ned, I believe his name was Ned, go ahead of me. I'm horrible with names. Awesome Jeep Rubicon there. He said he just got back from Moab. All right, here's where I could really use a front-facing camera. This doesn't look too bad, actually. Even hit bottom. Pretty cool. I think I'm gonna follow him up this side. Looks like he's open here. I think I'll put my rear locker back on. Piece of cake. Trying to keep my tires on the highest points. Once you reach the top of North Peak, the trail rounds a corner and becomes the beginning of the North Pole Trail. Here you are greeted with this fantastic view of the hills and valleys that make up this section of the park. Pretty interesting. Not sure what this used to be, but it ain't being driven anymore, that's for sure. I went and scouted this area on foot. This is an area I've gone up before on North Pole, but this isn't the main trail anymore. There's a sign that'll say bypass, but this very rocky, steep section here has been washed out over the years. I have attempted this in my first Ram Power Wagon. Didn't make it all the way up, but I did make it past the first little section there. But my 2004 Jeep TJ Rubicon that I had on a 3-inch lift and 35s made it up this, but I don't think it would make it up today. This part here is just extremely washed out, and there's like a really high angle lip there now from people with larger tires digging in there. And if you look this way, they've actually made now a bypass to the bypass. I've actually nearly gotten stuck here before and kind of drifted off the trail a little bit before in my first Power Wagon. I was going to attempt this. I think I probably could make it up to here and go out that way, although it's kind of tight with the brush. But I don't think I'm going to attempt this part, even though the TJ made it. Actually, the first Ram Power Wagon, on a second trip out here, I did make it up this, but I didn't have any video coverage of that. But you got to kind of squeeze your way through there. If you watch the video from North Pole that I did in the TJ, I kind of had to do a zigzag through there and up and out, but this is going to be too much for the Power Wagon. I was going to do this, and in all honesty, with the right spotting and probably using the winch in one particular area, it might make it up this, but I'm not willing to put that much work, and I'm out here by myself, and I don't want to risk any sort of body damage or worse yet, rolling down the mountain. So I'm going to err on the side of caution here. People say don't wheel by yourself, and I do agree with that to some extent. I mean, unless you really are confident in your skills and your abilities and what kinds of trails you can do, go with a group. Learn the skill, learn the ability, get spotted many times so you know what techniques to use when going through obstacles. Then you get a better feel and you get more comfortable, and then you kind of learn what types of trails you want to ride. And if you're wanting to push it, if I was wanting to push the extreme, I would definitely want to be out here with somebody. But since I'm kind of just doing kind of light wheeling, you could call it, I'm fine going alone on that kind of outing. And you just have to use your best judgment. If you're feeling uncomfortable about it, err on the side of caution. Better to go home and wheel another day than to not wheel again. With all that said, I think I will try just this lower bypass section. I think we'll be all right. This time I'm going to lock both the front and rear and disconnect the sway bar. And here's where we wait. All right, see, moving forward, got everything to disconnect, but the lockers still aren't on. But let's go ahead and just move forward and see if it disconnects, or I'm sorry, if the lockers lock. I need to detect slippage. Here we go. All right, made it up that one. This is steeper than it looks, and off-camber. Made it up. All right, this is called Boss Hog. Not really a very long trail, but it's got a couple obstacles on it. It's a nice little climb coming up here. I took the 392 on this, but I did not publish a video about it. It was such a short run. This could get interesting here. Or not. Now this, I've actually had my first Power Wagon up this obstacle before. It wasn't this washed out though. Gonna go ahead and lock both axles. This has gotten extremely washed out. Pinstripes on the roof. Because it just wouldn't be a trail run if I didn't dent my bumper. Keep this hard driver. I can't see the camera. Position that. Okay, in desperate need of a camera crew. Here we go. Piece of cake. Once we were up. Oh man. Axles are still locked, just to be safe. Probably could get away with just the rear. Just, oh man, handles it like nothing. Oh, tight turn, gonna have to undo one of the walkers here. Actually both. Axle unlock in progress. That's what sucks about the long wheelbase, is how many 100-point turns you need to do. There we go. This little section of trail here is where this guy in a Cybertruck I saw on YouTube tried going up this and had some trouble. So I don't blame him, this is pretty difficult. There's my spotter. Front camera would be nice right about now. Oh, what's that? Axles unlocked. Well, good to be back on solid ground. Well guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed seeing me take my 2022 Ram Power Wagon off-roading here at Hidden Falls Adventure Park. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like buttons, subscribe to the channel for more motoring adventures, and we'll see you next time.